Rise for the Pledge of Allegiance. Pledge of allegiance to the flag of the United States of America, and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Okay, Commissioner Aaron's, if you'd take the roll call since you're doing minutes.
Christopher Brandt, Chairperson.
Here.
Vice Chair Mark Johns.
Here.
Sarah Corona.
Here.
Ryan Pearson.
Here.
Jennifer Aaron's here. Ann Himes. Greg Walther. And Town Historian Tim Judd.
Here.
Okay.
Okay, I have a adjustment to our agenda. We have 2 sets of meeting minutes to review, so we need to add the September 30th meeting minutes for our review. So we'll start with that. I know Commissioner Johns has already given Jennifer some of his feedback, but I'll give my fellow commission members a chance to provide any additional corrections to the minutes. Let's start with the August 26th meeting minutes.
So Mark Johns had me, under correspondence number 4, he had me move a paragraph to explain about the widespread concern on Tavis Avenue, to move that to the start, to be the first sentence, and then to move the petition, change.org, to after that section, after shovel ready.
Okay.
So that people know, like when we read this 3 months later, we'll know.
Right.
Yes.
Or
Yeah.
if the public reads it, they won't know what we're referring to.
Oh, it's better this way. I'll just do it tomorrow. So we don't have to hold up.
I don't have any other further changes for the August minutes. Anyone else? Okay. Motion to approve the August 26, 2025 meeting minutes as amended by Commissioner Johns. Can I get a second?
Second.
All in favor? Aye. Okay, thank you. Touch on the September 30th meeting minutes now. So I guess, yeah, Mark, you've already provided markups. Is there significant items of note beyond typos?
He put Ryan's name was Shelby's for the property owner
Okay.
of.
He's on the application.
Yeah,
Right.
he's on
And
the
then
application.
People won't make the connection.
Yep.
Also, it says a few feet, maybe we want to be more specific.
Yeah, I noted that too. I wasn't sure, it wasn't labeled on the plan, how many feet, I guess
Yeah.
the 25.
It's in the application.
It's in the application.
It said
Yep.
66 feet total.
It's 30 feet on the south side and 36 feet on the west side.
Thank you.
And I would note under that one that Ryan recused himself
Oh, yeah,
from deliberation and voting
Yep.
on that. It's all in video, but nevertheless.
Yep.
Under the other application, the HPC 2025.09.01 for 690 Titus Avenue, just maybe add the additional couple words for clarification that administrative review was preemptively provided for, and then go into the painted signage.
And approval approval was reached, right? That was one Mark put down. They did receive an approval.
Yeah, but it was purely administrative. We didn't have any review at the hearing.
You mean the hearing review was approved too? The hearing was approved.
Yep.
Also.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, which we've got, and that would have been, so for the second one, HPC 2025.09.02, that should be recorded, if I'm not mistaken. That would have been a vote of 6-0 for approval as submitted.
Yep.
Or I guess it would be 6-0 and 1 abstention, technically. Under, yeah, should be comptroller instead of controller. Well, I'm guessing Mark already caught that.
Yeah. You guys gotta talk slower, and maybe I'd do a better job.
Okay, I don't have anything else, if anyone else has any. Okay, motion to approve the minutes as amended at the meeting, both verbally and through Commissioner John's markups. Any second? All right, Sarah seconds. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, thank you. Okay. For public input, I'm not sure if we have anyone for public input. I know we have an application. Person in the back?
Participation in government student sitting in on the meeting.
Oh, great. Nice, good, boring stuff.
I told them.
Okay, seeing no one else present for public input, we'll move on to our applications. Tonight we have a single application, case HPC 2025.10.01. This is an application for a certificate of appropriateness at 763 Hellendale Road to extend the existing fencing along the south property line at the listed address. For the property representative, please approach the podium. Please just state your name and address for the record, and then feel free to just give us a brief introduction to the project.
Yep, I'm Erica Fee, and the address is 763 Hellendale Road. We have currently 140 foot of 6 foot sections of white fence, which can be seen here. The town actually didn't require that we receive a historical variance for the initial erection of that fence. We did have a permit, but they didn't require that. But this extension, which has now been approved by the planning board, because obviously it's going to, it conflicts with some of the town code. And the reason that we're looking to extend is that an unauthorized group home has moved in next door. The town attorney is looking into this, and we're dealing with some state agencies. But we have a real situation next door that is very troubling. So we're asking for 7 sections of 6 foot fence. Currently, the way that our property is, of course, the house is set back further from the road than the others. We actually do require a variance. If they had requested to put in a fence, they would not have needed a variance. But their employees' smoking area is actually totally visible from our house. So we would like to block that. So that's step 1 for us. And in the meantime, we're also dealing with a variety of state agencies and the town attorney to try to deal with this situation next door.
Okay, thank you. And then just for clarification for the commission members, so in your packet, I included a photograph from our recent survey work that gives you the overall view of the property, where you can see the existing south property line fence in the background in that photograph, because the photo's looking sort of due southwest. And so the property line in question, the fence in question is just there at the south property line. And as the applicants mentioned, they've already received approval from the Zoning Board of Appeals for the fence as submitted before us tonight.
So north is to the right?
North is to the right, correct. So I'll just open up if anyone has any questions for the applicant. So I guess for me, just to verify, so the intent is to match the existing configuration of the south fence, because the south fence and we'll call the fence to the north of the house are different in their designs. One has a sort of trellis-like open work at the top, whereas the south property line just has a solid
Yeah,
fence.
it's the south fence, so
Right.
it's connecting, it's a further extension of that exact fence.
Okay, so-
So it was 140, it is currently 140 feet, and we're going to extend that exact fence with the exact same type of fence.
Great, thank you for the clarification. And then the 4-foot high section
Right,
matches the same aesthetics, it's just the height change.
that's right.
Got it. And that's dictated essentially per the sketch on the site plan. The intent is for that drop in height to coordinate with the northeast corner of the adjacent garage.
Correct.
Okay.
And is there a gap or is there a fence between the rear of the house and the fence, the existing fence? In this, is that a gap?
Says there's a chain link fence. Is that where you're talking about, where it says there's a chain link fence?
There is a chain link fence that is not ours, that belongs to a neighbor. But in front of that fence is our white fence.
Oh, okay.
So there's fence and fence. So there used to just be chain link fence on one section in the back, and then we placed a solid white fence in front of said chain link fence and extended that.
And it goes all the way to the rear of the house?
Yes,
Right, and I guess given the length probably beyond, all the way to your rear property
of our
corner.
property line, yes,
Yep,
correct.
okay.
Not just the house, the property
Yep.
line, yes, corner.
So this is a gap or not?
No, it's not. Yeah, so just for clarification for everyone's, that Mark's sort of taking a look at, so we have the orange and green highlighted sections which represent the additional fencing, and then up on your page, which is west, from that sort of dimension line at the west face of the garage, all the way back to the property owner's rear property corner, so that would be the southwest corner, top left of the property. There's an existing 140-foot long run of the fence that they're seeking to provide a extension of 33 feet, perfectly matching, an additional 20 feet beyond the garage at a 4-foot height.
The existing fence is the vinyl, same fence?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it's the exact same fence, aside from when it drops down to 4 feet, which will be closer to the front of the house, also so that we don't get run over by a car when backing out of, very busy Hellendale Road. But it'll match the aesthetic. It'll still be a solid white fence.
Yep.
It just won't be as high.
Yep.
Any further questions?
Can I make a motion?
Sure, I'll entertain a
I'll
motion.
make a motion to approve the fence as shown on the application. The 30 feet, 33 feet, and 22 feet of 4-foot height.
Anyone want to second that?
Thank you.
Can I add a little modification to that?
Sure.
No, just, that we normally wouldn't, I would say we probably wouldn't normally want to accept a vinyl, but because that's what's already existing there.
Yes.
That is why we're accepting it, because it's matching the material that's already on the site.
This is more of a clarification for the
It's
record,
Clarification for the record, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
but the motion from Commissioner John still stands to
Yes,
approve
yes,
as
yeah.
submitted, so so Commissioner Aaron's provided a clarification for the record. So I want to provide a clean second for Commissioner Johns. Okay, got a second from Commissioner Pearson.
Okay.
Okay, all right, all in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Okay, motion passes. Thank you for following the process.
Thank
and
you.
We appreciate, I appreciate the mixed signals for longer-term property owners, but we appreciate the town also following the sort of letter of the law for the commission.
Right.
So thank you for your time.
Thanks. While we are making clarifications, I have noticed in the town database, and I've tried to get it corrected a few times, that it states that the house was originally owned by George Schneeberger. The house was actually originally owned by Rondequoit Town Supervisor Winfield Wood and Isabella Smiles Wood. And so, based on my research, it appears that the house was built in about 1875.
That's great information. Would you mind if you got a free moment to forward that along to our town historian so we can have?
Yeah, I can give you all that information.
Would you?
Yeah.
Here, you got your camera, right?
Yeah, no,
Just take a picture.
yeah.
Please, please, please. That beautiful house, I need that.
I have all the information on it. Yeah,
I look forward to hearing.
yeah,
that.
you're welcome.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's really-
Thank you, Erica, for your time.
That's the whole point for me. That's like, that's great information. That's very cool.
Thank you.
Have a great night.
Thank you, you too.
Thank you.
Okay. On correspondence, I have not, well, I guess, yeah, I've not received any specific correspondence outside of our old business items, but I don't know if you've,
I was just in the mailbox the other day. There wasn't anything. You
None.
want me to go look right now?
no, that's
Maybe
okay.
something came in tonight.
No, that's all right. I'll trust you. And then, Tim, from your end, for the liaison report, do you have anything to report as far as events or historical society items?
Yeah, well, that, the Historical Society has put in a pretty substantial, request for, budget next year to do the repairs on the house. And, we're looking into a storage building in the back of the Pioneer House because we'd like to open up those doors in the front, for the blacksmith shop. But it's all carpentry tools that are there on those tables. So we're looking at expanding that too. I'd like to share too that the Historical Society has provided the funds and they've already paid for it. And if y'all want to come down to my office, I'd love to show you about 17 pencil drawings of Arundecoy Bay in 1916 by an artist who was working at a cartoon artist who worked for the worked in the city at different, and they are wonderful. They're pencil sketches, great detail, but we've had them framed, matted and framed to protect them. And but the society took care of that. They thought it was well worth it. So they'll be on display to the public.
And then just for my own clarification, are they, the sketches themselves, are they items that are in the archives of the Historical Society, or they are archival items in the possession of the town?
They're in the historian's office now. They
Okay.
belong to them, but I take care of like things that are sensitive, right? So they don't get hurt or broken. I mean, I can't tell you how many portraits and stuff that they have in the basement of the Pioneer House. I need to bring them out. They got to be hung up in the break room down in the downstairs.
Yep.
And then they can switch them out if they want to, as they need them, right? And then just take one down, put the next one up. It's all one big happy family, right? So, but there's just a wonderful amount of stuff. I found a portrait of Maud West, 1902.
Oh, wow.
Some of you might know Maud West was early historian, responsible for the big rock getting over there, and wrote the book in 1957. Oh, year I was born. What do you think? But yeah, it goes back a long ways. So they're just wonderful discoveries. All the time. All the time. If you start going through some files, you're just gonna be like, what is this doing in here? That has nothing to do with that. So it's so it's been great. All the file work has been done. When you were down there, remember the big cabinets that were against the wall, nasty brown thing? Those are all in the back room now. And I have a new filing cabinet down there. I have another one coming in that was donated to me for that purpose. And so, yeah, we're moving. We're busy down there.
Yeah. Sounds like the town historian's office is getting even better than it already was.
Yeah, we're moving.
Yeah.
And we're moving forward. Right?
Yeah.
Because, in fact, I was going to suggest that some night when we don't have the we actually take the meeting down to the office and just have you just open up a drawer and start going through files. And those are the things that you're trying to preserve. Those are the pieces, right? The pieces in the park. I mean, like, I recognize that house right away. It jumped out there,
Sure.
right? But there's so much more. This town has so much history to share, so.
Great.
Am I talking now? Okay,
Yeah.
sorry. I don't want to keep us all night.
Thank you, Tim. Okay, so I have another agenda addition. I apologize for omitting this. So per the requirements of our new code, which was passed into law by the town board, in the event that we have a commission member who exceeds the term limits that we wrote into our code, the commission can, if they deem it in the interest of the commission, vote to recommend or to recommend to the town board that the term limit be waived for the commission member if they want to seek reappointment. So that pertains to the current position that is held by Commission Member Walther. Even though we had a few hiccups as far as when terms started and ended due to COVID, he still well exceeds the 14-year limit that would have been set in the new code. And so I wanted to make sure that we preemptively addressed that and brought the issue before the commission for consideration if we want to discuss and vote on that. So that's the new business item that I want to make sure we sort of took care of. And so I guess I'll sort of open it up to fellow commission members for any discussion, and then would be happy to entertain a motion. I will clarify, so Commissioner Walther has indicated that he remains interested in serving on the commission. If we were to vote to recommend waiving the term limits for him, he would still undergo the same interview process and open application period as we've done in past years. So it's possible that he may be competing for his seat against other potential members of the public if we were to vote to waive the term limit. But if not, then he's not able to seek reappointment. So I'll turn it over to you all.
So the new code is official.
Yes, new code is official.
Can we get copies of that? Because that's our new Bible now.
Yeah.
Yes.
Is it made-
How much printing budget do you have left, Tim? Yeah.
Digital would be fine,
Okay.
Yeah,
Yep.
let's get to it.
Sure.
because I don't know what changes were made by the lawyers and after it left our hands.
It was very minimal. Yeah.
Okay,
So
it's still
and
the
it,
final official copy.
yeah. And I can email it, but it's also available on our Google Drive, the final version. But I'll email it to everyone just for ease of reference.
Thank you.
Yep.
Can you, for the record, can you tell me again how long he's served on the board, and then what is the term limit that's in our current code?
So the term limit is 2 terms, which is 14 years total.
Okay.
If they were to serve 2 full terms. Greg Walther, to my knowledge, has served since 2002 to 2004. Is probably is his start date. I believe it's 2002, but at the latest it was 2004.
He's the oldest member,
Yeah.
serving member. He was before I joined.
And either way, the plan was to put out a call for applicants.
Correct. Yep.
Okay.
Because we also need an alternate, right?
Correct. Yeah. Now with the new code, we also get an alternate.
It's new now.
Yes. Correct.
It's official, so we can.
Yep. And that is part of the notice. So I provided the official notice to the town. There's some back and forth, I guess, with getting it online with their communications director, but it should be up within a day or two. And then any interested applicants can apply, and then there'll be an interview period. If we elect to recommend waiving the term limits for Greg, the interview process will be a little more complicated. So preemptively, I asked that the supervisor's office and town board provide a few folks to assist with interviews, because in the years past, interviews of applicants have been done by the town historian and Commission Member Johns. Obviously, there's a clear conflict of interest if Greg were applying and you guys were interviewing him. So there will be a little bit of an adjustment to the interview process this year if we vote to waive the term limits for Greg.
And could you, this is sort of beside the point, but could you say a little bit more about how the alternate would work? Because I wasn't
Yes.
familiar with that.
So this would be similar to other boards in the town. The way that we wrote it into our code is that the alternate member would have a term of 3 years, and they essentially tag in the event that we have an absence that's known ahead of time, although they're certainly also welcome to just sit and wait and find out. But they would essentially fill any empty seat for any meeting if we don't have a full set of 7 commission members present. And then this would maybe be a bit of an item for debate because we haven't had an alternate at this point, but if we had a vacancy that was unexpected, the alternate likely would be would receive preferential treatment or even automatically become a full commission member for the remainder of the term of that commission member if they step down before their term is up.
And does the, I don't recall, is the alternate a voting member if there's not a quorum?
Yes.
Does it make a quorum?
Correct. Yep. Yeah, so the alternate is a voting member, whether it's just to get a quorum or we have 6 members and 1 open seat that meeting, they are a voting member to make a full board of 7.
And wasn't it in there that they automatically become a member, a board member, or not?
Let's double check. Hold on.
I thought that was in there. I don't recall.
Okay, hold on. Bringing it up. So vacancies occurring in the commission other than by expiration of term of office shall be filled by the alternate member. Or if no alternate member is present, by appointment of the town board. Let's see here. Under general reappointment, no, we do not have just saying like if someone rides out their term, the alternate does not automatically go in. They only automatically go in if someone leaves before their term is over, then the alternate automatically becomes a full member for the remainder of that term.
And did we write in that they become the secretary? Damn, I missed that.
I heard that.
So, yeah, and then just to give Jennifer the reference, so in the new code, it's chapter 236-4 dot F under reappointment. So this is where we have to have a vote tonight, is that it stipulates that the term limits imposed by this subsection may be waived by the town board upon recommendation of the commission when in the judgment of the board it is in the best interest to do so, and that's for the limit of 2 consecutive terms. So that's the item before us. We do need to provide a recommendation order for Commissioner Walther to apply for his position.
I think that Greg is a strong member of the board, not only because of his length of service and his general interest in owning a historic home, but also he brings that unique, he's in the real estate, and his family has been, he seems like an important part to our puzzle. So I would advocate to extend his term.
I agree. And I believe that's one of our requirements, is to have a realtor on the board,
Correct.
along with an architect and
Yes. Yeah, so
a
we,
lawyer if possible.
correct. So under our qualification requirements for a commission member, under the new code, we have an architect experience with historic buildings, a historian, a state licensed real estate professional, a resident of a landmark property or district within the town, an attorney, and someone with a demonstrated significant interest in and commitment to the field of preservation planning, as evidenced either by their involvement in a local or regional historic preservation group, employment or volunteer activity in the field of preservation planning, or other serious interest in the field. And all of us are required to have demonstrated interest in historic preservation and planning within the town of Arundecoit. So I'd say Greg meets 2 of our requirements for individuals, so he actually sort of fills 2 spots with 1 person. I would second all the items that Commissioner Aaron's brought to the fore in favor of extending or recommending to the town board to waive the term limit requirement.
Did you just make a motion?
No, I was just saying I agreed with Jennifer.
Oh. Can you turn that into a motion?
I can. Well, I want to make sure if Ryan and Sarah have anything to say, they're welcome to. No? Okay, so I will make a motion for the Historic Preservation Commission to vote to provide official recommendation to the town board to waive the term limit requirements for Commission Member Walther in order that he may apply and pursue, I guess we'll call it a 3rd term, on this commission. Get a second?
Second.
Ryan seconds, okay. All in favor?
Aye.
Aye, great, thank you. Okay, on to old business. I think in our packet here at the bottom, we got the first item. So this is for landmark property plaques. This is the wonderful homeowner letter notification that Mark drafted months ago. And I have not had a chance to review, so I thought it'd be better just to get it before all of us to review it and see if we can settle on a sort of final draft for it before we send it out to our 2 last plaque recipients this year. So I'll let everyone sort of read through it and feel free to pipe in with potential comments or edits to the letter.
I have an edit. Second paragraph. Word,
Yep.
3rd sentence, the plaque program commemorates designated historic properties.
Yes.
In the 4th paragraph, we may want to just note where the town board meeting is, the room and address, just to be clear.
So it'd be like in the Broderick Room at Arundecoit Town Hall.
Yeah.
The 5th paragraph isn't really cohesive. So like the first sentence talks about what we do, but then it says, let us be the first to congratulate you. And then we applaud your effort. I don't know, I guess it's just my,
Yeah, I'd almost say maybe you take that first sentence and you bump it down to the last paragraph. Because that kind of all fits together.
yes, yeah.
And then combine the Arundecoit Historic Preservation Commission as a resource for historical and architectural information, blah, blah, blah. Please
Do not hesitate.
Do not hesitate to contact us should you have any questions on your home's history.
Yeah. Or questions, gotta add an S. Questions on your home's history.
And I might do the same with, in paragraph 3, we hope you proudly display this plaque. I might drop that down to where that historic preservation sentence was. So it's, we'd like to present you a plaque, here is where it will be, and then we hope you display it. Let us be the first to congratulate you. Just so sort of the meat of what we're doing and when it is first, before we ask them to attach it to the front of their house.
Okay, so we're moving that second sentence in the third paragraph to become the second sentence in the fourth paragraph?
Or the first sentence in the.
Sorry, first sentence.
Yeah.
Okay. And then you were saying that the information on the day and time, that now moves up to the third, is that right? So we're essentially swapping,
Information on day and time stays in the same place.
stays in the same place. Okay, so we just have a single sentence for the third paragraph.
Just dropping, we hope you proudly
Gotcha.
down to the
Bring
one.
the town board up to make
Yeah, I was just thinking the same.
sentence,
Yeah.
or same paragraph, excuse me.
What if we combine it all into one paragraph?
Let's do it.
Well, I'm one of those people, I hate long letters, like, to me, getting a letter, there's so much freaking words there.
It'll still be on one page safely.
And yeah, bolding the we'll give you a plaque and we invite you here is, I think, maybe helpful.
Yeah, that's good. Bolding,
Yeah.
yes, or like bullet point.
Yeah.
We're not asking for anything. We are giving you something.
Yeah.
Looks good.
Yeah, other than that, I'm good with that.
What, I don't know if this is just my personal take on this, but the let us be the first to congratulate you, I don't know, it's something maybe more like we congratulate you on the recognition, but I don't know if that's just my personal thing.
Doesn't bother me. Either way.
Yeah, theoretically, maybe someone did congratulate
Yeah,
them in whatever year it was designated. So
Maybe that's why it bothers me.
yeah, no, I think I like the stylistic change.
So strike be the first to, and then just let us congratulate you.
Yeah.
Okay. Okay. Anything else? Sounds good.
Oh, and the very last paragraph, please do not hesitate to contact us should you have any questions.
Yep, that works. And then I guess under the same agenda item, I'll just give a quick update. Is that we presented our next two plaques at this month's town board meeting. I've been collecting the little write-ups that we provide for each property on our server. Maybe sometime it'll turn into like having like a little bio on each building for like a website or something at some point. But thought it would just better to at least get it up on there until it just disappears into the ether. And then Greg did provide a fantastic historic photograph from 1916 of his now sister's house, but formerly his childhood home. So that's also been saved to the server as part of that effort. So hopefully we'll also have some nice write-ups and maybe historic photographs for the next two properties that will receive this letter.
Did you send those to the town board people?
Yes, yep.
So what is the date of the next town board meeting?
17th, yeah. I almost think we might want to just,
17th?
That's what I wrote down.
yeah. So we might want to give them more time, just plan on the December board meeting,
Why give them more time?
I guess. I guess maybe not, just let them,
Give who more time?
the homeowners,
Plan to do it in
Oh, because,
December.
well, this letter needs to go to them.
right,
I see.
yeah.
That'd be Christmas time.
But it's not even, it's, oh,
I guess we kind of got 3 weeks if we quickly do it.
whatever you got. I just want to get them all done this year.
Right.
Like it's the end of November.
All right, all right. Okay, why don't we'll do the edits real quick, and we'll get them printed, and we'll mail them, like, next week.
Well, it's only the letter that has to get done real quick,
Right,
not the minutes.
no, yeah. Okay. Yeah, we'll do it. We'll, and I think as a adjustment, I'll add, say, we should have the contact information, probably for Tim and myself, so they can email us if they can't make it to the November meeting, they can let us know.
Should we add a note in there then, if you can't make it?
That's,
Contact us?
yeah,
What is the day of the meeting again? November?
17th.
17th. So did you already put it on their agenda?
We're already on it, yeah.
Okay.
Do we have emails or phone numbers for most of the property or all of the property owners?
No, not emails. Yeah, this one's gonna be, unfortunately, one that's gonna be, snail mail. So, fingers crossed.
Can you put something on the letter like, please let us know if you're able to attend?
Yeah,
So, yeah, like positive.
And do you know offhand, which two properties it is?
give me 1 second.
Well, there's only two more plaques left, so it doesn't matter.
It's, cause I've been tracking them in our Excel sheet. So our two remaining ones for this year are 959 Winona Boulevard and 2905 Culver Road.
So 959 Winona, is that the one that they said had the wrong date?
No, that was, the one that sent us back the plaque was 101 Chestnut Hill Drive.
Oh, that's right.
Yep,
I don't remember one on Winona. Oh, is this the Shantz house?
yes,
Oh,
yeah.
okay. And is the other one the La Rosa house or?
No, the 2905, it was a early designation. It's it's sort of like an arts and crafts bungalow that's near Irondequoit Presbyterian Church and like kind of close to the old District Number 2 school.
It's before my time then.
Yeah. Yeah, we designated it in January of 2008.
2008?
And actually, the Shantz house was designated just the month after that, in February of 2008. Okay. I just wanted to give a CLG grant update. We have received a verbal affirmative from the town board, so I'm already scheduled to be at the meeting on November. They're going to be considering a resolution to vote to accept grant funds if we are successful in our new CLG grant application. I've started drafting the various submission materials that'll be going in at the end of this week for the new grant for St. Paul Boulevard West. That's basically all I've got to report on that one.
So it's due the end of this week?
Correct, yeah, 31st. Yeah.
And then you're submitting it electronically? but
Yes,
you
yeah.
have something
So-
from the town?
Yeah, so similar, this is actually the exact same as 2 years ago, is we could either submit documentation of a previously approved resolution or provide a date for a meeting by which there would be a resolution. So that's the option that we've checked on the application, and then we just have to provide the dates. We're just providing the date of the November town board meeting as when we expect to provide a resolution, and then we submit it as like an additional, like addendum material after the 31st.
Okay.
Yep.
And you're good with the application?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Anything else on that one?
No, never mind.
And then similar thread, next item on the agenda for the townwide historic resource survey. Two quick updates on that. We officially submitted our final project closeout documentation for the reimbursement funds for the town from New York State. Many thanks to the town comptroller for assisting me with that. So that's been submitted this afternoon, a few days ahead of time. The townwide historic resource survey is still undergoing its final review by SHPO. They have confirmed to me today that they intend to complete their review and provide a final report by Friday. At which point then we will then endeavor to put the report up on the website, but I wanted to wait until we actually got the official AOK from the state before we post the report. So I guess as a amendment to what we've been saying publicly, the report will not quite be on the website in October, but should be on certainly in November. I do not have anything for the 2026 budget. I know that discussions started, and it sounds like, Tim, you knew about the Historical Society, so it sounds like they're starting to review the budget allocation requests. I know that they had a workshop meeting, but I've not received any official communication as in regard to if there have been any adjustments at this point for our budget request.
Just going down the list.
Yep.
Just plugging things in now, so.
Yep. So stay tuned on that. We should probably have more information here next month. And then lastly, at least for the last time on the agenda, is the Wimbledon Road National Register Historic District signage. Turn it to you, Mark.
Well, I started working on it, and then as I was thinking about where it would be going, and then in the broader picture with all these other districts, it kind of doesn't make sense anymore.
Okay.
Because with these other districts, which are huge, we're not able to just say, oh, this is the beginning and this is the end, because it's this big area.
Yeah,
So that would be a heck of a lot of signs.
it would be a lot of signs, especially for St. Paul.
Even if it was, I was taking the tack of trying to fit the design on appropriate muted approved signage, because that's what DPW would have, can easily buy, doesn't have to do anything other than applying the graphic to it. So I was trying to come up with something that looked a little different than the normal muted sign, and maybe looking at one smaller one applied on top of a larger one with a different color, like a color to code the districts. We could have like SP with a color in one, and L in a color with one, SB to designate the different. But that would have to then be linked to some kind of digital explanation.
Right, yeah.
So all those signs, that's going to be very expensive to do that. So I think we have to rethink this whole thing. It can't be just like marker sign, boundary, because there is no clean boundary, like you're entering it and exiting it type thing.
Right,
Unless we go with just like a trail marker and put those on the nearest, closest street sign, just a little blaze like they would do trails in the woods,
Yeah.
color. And maybe that could be a more affordable and less, a more easily maintained, because they're not, if we can do them underneath the sign, the street sign, it's up out of the way, and you wouldn't even notice it really unless people are interested in looking for it, and have those colors designated for each district. That's kind of what I was thinking if we're going this route. But still, there's no small muted thing. The smallest we can get would be like one of the highway, the little object markers that are orange, but we can have the town put a different color on it. But still, that's a lot of those.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, we don't have to buy them all at once, but
What about,
You should have turned your mic on.
the neighborhood that is down St. Paul that, where they have the different street sign? It's like the same street sign, but it's like a different color and it has a little graphic. What if we had them made for Wimbledon? And then as other districts come into being, they can be different color. Oh, and then you could apply to the street sign a plaque to explain the significance of the site, potentially.
well, those street signs were done with some grant. When they, a few years ago, they divided the town into all these little neighborhoods,
Yeah.
and then they had meetings, and then they asked those people, oh, do you want to submit a grant to get special street signs? And most, I don't know, not most of them, a lot of them did. That's why you see those special ones, especially on Winona. They have
Winona, yeah, that's right.
They have historical, they have associations, neighborhood associations. That's why Van Voorhis, on the flat side, has one of those signs. My Van Voorhis is just green.
yeah.
But these are people that got together to.
I don't even know if they're still active. I never get any more emails from that group.
Yeah, well, some of them are. Actually, some of them are. Dake's Corners, friends. I mean, there's some of them.
they
are
used
active,
to have-
especially where they're connected to the church.
Meetings and things, and I've never, and for years, I haven't gotten anything on, at least the one in my neighborhood.
Maybe
The-
they don't like you.
So,
The Parkside neighborhood is pretty active, and they have those. That's
Oh,
incorporates
do they?
Winona,
Okay.
and they have those signs. And I happened to go to one meeting where they were discussing getting more, and I think it was either an issue of it being too cost prohibitive or like jurisdiction of the. It was difficult to redo like the street name sign itself having the graphic, and so they opted for a little sign topper. So they kept the existing street sign, and then they put a smaller decorative thing that said like the name of the neighborhood above it.
That's actually what I was gonna mention was what would the cost difference be of just taking the existing street signs and just putting a little topper on it for each of the
well,
neighborhoods?
this is a separate thing that they're just mounting to the pole?
Yeah, it's another
On top.
little metal sign that
done
goes. I think they're planning to do. I think there are some, and I think they're planning to do more.
And they got the approval from the town to do that?
Yeah, don't you
'Cause
gotta
we'd have to
talk
deal,
the
we'd have to
DPW?
deal with the town, we'd have to deal with the county, and possibly the state, if there's any state roads
Oh,
jurisdiction.
yeah.
And the goal of this is to mark the Wimbledon Road.
Well,
District.
Mark's broadening his perspective to think future, like
Okay.
if we say we get the grant, we do this half of the monster St. Paul district, and we've got, God, I don't know, 50 cross streets plus St. Paul.
Actually, I thought that
yeah.
was the supervisor's idea first.
Yeah.
When we were talking about it, he wanted to do it so it could be applied to all the districts
Right, yeah.
in the future. So we can't do monument signs or anything because
Right. I would be worried about trying to create any kind of like color or coded thing that requires a key where if
you
it doesn't
guys-
say the
You can't do that.
because people just won't they won't look it up, and they'll be like, I don't know why, but there's a little red marker on this one. So, but I feel like if we say,
we're interactive
Yeah.
and get them to do something and
yeah,
it's
but
like a
people are
little
busy,
treasure, treasure hunt.
people are
like
busy,
the-
so.
Well, that's fine, we can do, but there's no way we could put everything out there. There's just not enough real estate on these signs, and
What
we can't have big signs that compete with the regulatory and warning signs.
Right. Could it just say
Traffic
Wimbledon
control.
Historic District or
It's
whatever?
That's too many words. I mean, it's gonna be tiny, it'll be like this font.
And I
It
think we were
has to be.
talking about like
Could it be-
if you did like a topper on the street sign, so
Well, we'd have to, again, there's different jurisdictions for each, for
But I guess
roads.
what has, I'm sure there are, but places that have done that, what did they have to go through?
I don't know.
Yeah,
I've
so
never
maybe
done
that's
that.
what we can
So we'd have to
look
like, check
into.
with the county
Yeah,
for
God,
like
I
a
mean,
St. Paul.
what does
No, it's
Pittsburgh
just like
do? What
over-
is,
You can't just dream up a sign for a highway, a street sign. You can't even, God forbid you even put up your own. No, that's, you got the county, the state, the BTW, yeah.
I mean,
Now,
it's
the best
not-
thing would be like a sign that says, entering historic district.
Yeah, but there's so many places that you're entering. It's like,
Would just
you mean
be
it will
one.
be, there will
One,
be.
and then don't say you're leaving, just put one at the other end, entering the historic
right,
district.
but what about on the sides?
Well, they're
All-
out of luck.
All those?
They have to get the picture. It's a district.
I mean, there's things to think about.
Yeah.
It's not that
Let's
easy.
just get these other districts approved.
I feel like
I think,
I have like a memory of either in the Adirondacks or like a state park, yeah, like kind of like a more simple circular sign that you wouldn't necessarily be able to see in a car, but if you're walking on the sidewalk, you maybe have smaller text, and if you just did a unified design, not district specific, but just something that just said, National Register Historic District or something to that effect of just like generic. Maybe it includes the town's logo just to give it a little bit of a sort of identifier with the town, but then just have that, and we use that as a small thing, and maybe we can actually put it like at the boundaries of the district, but have it just be a small repetitive thing that's the same thing over and over and over and over again, regardless of the district, and something small that's legible when you're walking, but not when you're driving.
Where would it go? Like, what would it be attached to?
I think you'd attach it to the street signs, but low.
Well, we'd have to find out.
We have to find out if we could do that
what
even.
we can do.
Right.
Like,
Yeah.
what have other towns done?
It still would be hundreds.
That's
We-
what I think we have to do,
You're gonna say,
look
might,
into.
yeah, we might have to jump on the NAPC listserv and maybe poll our colleagues across the country to see what other commissions have done for signage. Because I feel like most of the time, usually it's the big monumental cast iron signs, but it'd be interesting
Or-
to see if someone else has done something more repetitive and widespread egalitarian instead of just a giant single sign.
Or like the National Canalway
you might only have one.
Heritage Corridor.
You might only have Wimbledon. The other ones haven't been approved yet.
We're
You
getting
guys are
there.
getting the cart before the horse.
No, we're planning preemptively.
This is vision. We are visionaries.
That's right.
That's our job, is to bring vision.
I'm a historian. I get stuck in the past. I can't-
Yes. Yeah, no, we need vision.
Because any money we spend, we want to spend it wisely. and
Right.
I get
Yeah.
you. No, that's okay.
I think we need to see what other,
Yeah. See
Communities
what there's a
do.
couple. Yeah, if there's other past guidance.
yep.
Okay.
That's going to cost money because there would be lots of them.
Right.
So
Be a good thing for a CLG grant.
There you go.
We can print a bunch of them preemptively if they're not unique to each district. We can make a pile of them and then bolt them on as we need them.
As you're out photographing, you just are bolting them up.
Yeah.
too.
That's right.
Coming soon.
Yeah.
No.
All right. That's it for old business. I don't have anything for good and welfare, but if anyone else has anything they would like to share.
One thing, and I didn't
All right.
want to discuss it while you were reading this, going over this, your letter,
Yeah.
but this last sentence, please do not hesitate to contact us if you have any questions about your home, its history, or any blah, 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 blah. And then you got my name on there too.
Yeah.
Do you know how many calls I get a week? Almost a day.
We're trying to keep you busy, Tim.
So I'm looking up, I'm looking up, I could actually use your help on some of them, because I need the architects, or the builders and stuff. I mean,
Yeah.
I get a lot of, yes, every week. What
That's
about
great.
my house?
You could send it to our groups chat.
Yeah,
as an email, we might know and be able
Right.
to answer
Well,
right
that
away.
would be cool.
These are-
Well, great advice. I'm
Yeah.
gonna take you up on that.
Yeah,
These are,
we love
these are
this.
people interested in finding out about the history
Yeah,
of their
about their
home.
home. They move in, they buy, or they just want to know as much as they can know. I went the other day. I drove over to a lady's house on Titus Avenue. Those are the pictures I showed you earlier. She's all upset about how the trim looks different. She wants to restore this. It's a 1920. Oh, the leaded glass is just beautiful, just wonderful. And just the breezeway. That's all I got it. But she wants to restore it. Well, I went over to make her happy, but I told her just try to focus on the doorway because it would be really expensive. But it's those homes, like it's 380 Titus Avenue, just before you get down to the to St. Paul. It'd be if you're going to St. Paul, be on your left. But the beautiful home. They ruined it when they put the siding on.
Yeah, I just wanted to ask her if these are people who are preemptively be interested in the history. Would
Well, that's
they
what
be
they're
interested?
interested. Yes, that's
But
why they
would
call
they
me.
be interested in having their home be on our list? Can we?
Well-
Can you recommend them?
That
Yeah.
would be the next, for our next, I will talk to you guys about that.
Okay.
At our next meeting to see about, what do we do about that? 'Cause
Yeah,
we're guys-
that's
I mean,
good.
you guys got the districts down, but we're talking about individual houses that go, these things, some of these houses are spectacular.
well, and they may be ones that have been identified in our survey, 'cause we had 110 individual properties identified in the survey. So if
And
luck
just,
of the draw, they're one of those 110, we would certainly welcome them with
I was
open
gonna say, and
arms.
just for clarification, the reconnaissance survey is a different thing than like a locally designated property. It's a different designation.
So if I spot a house I think is really, we should think, how about
Yes.
1001 Titus Avenue? It's a salt box. I mean, that thing's gotta be
1001.
yeah.
Might be a different address. I'm finding a ranch.
Oh, when it comes to numbers, I'm not really. Really, if I
But yeah, I would say with inquiries like that, those are likely folks that the commission would be interested in potentially assisting in their endeavors into the history of their homes, and it would certainly be good to know who's reaching out in the event that they are a property owner of a property that's been identified in our survey, that we would be then very keenly interested in discussing with them if they wanted to pursue landmark designation.
I will send you guys some emails.
All right.
Yeah, but
But
be
you know,
careful because
like-
some of these people might just want to, do some research on my house, and
Yeah.
we can't. We don't have. Can't do
Well,
that.
that's what they want. That's what they
I
want.
know,
but if
but
they
you
discover,
should just be able to tell them.
They
oh,
might want their house
look
designated
here,
though.
Yeah.
look there,
Right.
look
Right.
there. That you teach someone how to fish. Don't give them the fish.
oh, I do if they'll come to the office. All you gotta do is come down the office. I'll give you the books and.
But do you have? Does can they go on newspapers in the library?
I think they can. Yeah, I think that.
Find
Yeah.
a lot of that stuff
Yeah,
there. So
the DNCs and stuff.
yeah, because if they don't have their own subscription, which most people don't, but
Right. They go on the library. Well, it's like students. They don't. They want the teacher to do the work. They just want to fill in the lines.
you don't have time to.
Are you a high school student? No, college. Oh, you're
school.
high school. For which school? Pittsford Sutherland. Wow, you came all the way up here. Cool.
Participation in government
Yeah,
class.
I know. My kids did that. Yeah.
Taught it for
Oh, and this is just an update for everyone on the Commission for Good and Welfare. I've been reaching out to a few property owner contacts that I have in the town who own properties that were identified as individually eligible in our survey. I had a great discussion with one of these property owners a week ago. So we may have a landmark designation application coming before us in the next few months for one of the individually identified properties from our survey. So stay tuned. And if you, just Jennifer, all other commission members, if you have friends or people they have good connections with that may be other owners of properties identified in our survey, feel free to meet them for coffee and see if we can get a few more on the
That's
agenda.
great. That's good.
Waiting for the final report so I can refer to that list again, because I do have someone that wants to list their house, and I think it's on that list, but I'm not sure.
Okay.
Just pulling up like our page on the Irondequoit website, it does say, if you're interested in designating your home, contact the town historian, and then it lists the phone number. So I wonder if it would be like helpful to have,
Chris's number on there, yeah.
if there was like
Great,
a form
he's a for a
submission
salesman for
that-
sure.
that
Form submission would be,
So
yeah,
we could just get their address and their email, and then if it's on the list, then it's like a quick, absolutely yes, and if it's not, then we look into it. But
that's a really good suggestion.
That would be helpful to have the form where you get the name, the address, the telephone number, the email address,
Yeah.
like right off the bat. It's like you're snail mailing those letters to those houses that are getting the plaques. So I think that would be kind of
Yeah,
good.
great. Last call,
For good in the welfare.
good and welfare, yeah.
I checked on the credits, the CEU credits
Oh,
for
yeah,
the
yeah.
conference, and they put me in touch with the Landmark Society. We were supposed to get AIA credits for
Yep.
it, and they told me that I didn't register for the courses that I attended. Did anybody else? do
I've
it?
not received any credits. Yeah,
I have not received any. I'll also reach out to them.
Oh, but
Who
do
did
you
you talk?
remember signing something?
I
or doing
did.
the
Yeah,
evaluation
I did.
forms?
I did it.
yes.
Yeah.
I can't believe that I didn't do it, because that's what I go to those things for,
Oh, me too.
is the credits.
But it is an honor system.
Do it.
I know, Chris.
Yeah, but I mean, it's right there. They should have,
I know. It's.
you sign in and then you get the thing, right? It wasn't any follow-up later, was it, online?
I never got anything from
No.
the ones that I signed
Yeah.
So
for.
you
That's
didn't
why
do-
I'm gonna call.
You didn't do any evaluation forms.
I did, but I've not received any
Yeah.
Did
certificates.
you do evaluation?
But in paper,
Can't believe-
yeah.
I just can't believe that I didn't do it. Because
I'll vouch for you.
that's
can't
what
I will vouch for you
Can't
too.
believe he didn't do something that he should have done any either. It's like missing a period in
talked
the
to
sentence.
Amelia Del Vecchio.
Yeah,
Oh, is that who you talked to? I'll talk to her
Yeah.
too.
And she said I wasn't on the list of anything.
do you remember which courses you went to?
I know, I have to look through now.
Yeah,
Okay.
look through it and let
Yeah.
us know, and we'll contact her because I need mine because I'm doing re-up this year.
All right, I'll do that, thanks.
Yep.
All right, last call. Okay, can I get a motion to adjourn at 8:42 PM? Anyone want to make that motion? All right, Sarah motions to adjourn. I got a second? Second from Mark, all in favor? Aye.
Aye.
Thank you all.